This is the Red Sox Postcast, your instant game reaction for the Boston Red Sox, part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
You could not have written it up better for Garrett Crochet. He was outstanding in his first career postseason start. Crochet earns the win. Red Sox in a pinch. Alex Cora gets an A+, and Alex Bregman and Trevor Story deliver with a little insurance in the top of the ninth inning, and then Aroldis Chapman. He made us sweat. He might have taken minutes, days, or maybe even months or years off the end of our lives, but Red Sox take game one, and with that, they're one win away from advancing to the American League Division Series. With that, we welcome you into our latest Locked On Red Sox postcast, the first in the postseason. I'm Steve Lennox, longtime play-by-play announcer and storyteller. I've covered amateur, college, minor league, Major League Baseball, and radio and TV going way back to 1997, the same year that Wally the Green Monster became the official mascot of the Boston Red Sox. No, we are not the same age. We are providing reaction to every Red Sox game on the Locked On Red Sox YouTube channel. Our Locked On Red Sox postcast also available on the Locked On Red Sox podcast feed, which is free and available wherever you get your podcasts. Our latest Locked On Red Sox postcast presented by FanDuel. Right now, new customers can bet just $5. And if your first $5 bet wins, you're going to receive $300 in bonus bets to use across the FanDuel app. Download that FanDuel app today. We do want to hear from you, our first-timers, our everydayers, yes, our Royal Rooters. Your smile better be ear to ear just like mine, baby. Give us your thought, your one thought on tonight's victory. I'm sure we're going to hear from multiple people multiple times, but if you're with us on the Locked On Red Sox YouTube channel, hit that comment button and join the conversation. Red Sox take game one, and they do it with a lot of timely hitting and fantastic pitching from their ace, Garrett Crochet.
This is what you'll be talking about.
Well, you start, I think, with Garrett Crochet, right? 7 2/3 innings, 11 strikeouts, 1 run allowed, gave up the home run to Volpe early on, and then Crochet just dominant. Dominant. Retired 17 in a row. Volpe, the home run early on to give the Yanks a 1-0 lead. Volpe, a single on a 1-2 pitch in the 8th inning. That was it for the big man, Garrett Crochet. Aroldis Chapman out of the bullpen. Chapman strikes out Wells. Or rather, I'm sorry. Let's get back to it. Let's get this right. Lefty batter. Crochet strikes out Wells for his 11th strikeout of the ballgame. Chapman comes on for Caballero. Volpe to second on, yes, it's present-day baseball. Not on a stolen base, wild pitcher pass ball. On a disengagement violation. Chapman might have been a little back and forth, a little antsy on the mound, a little perturbed, a little distracted by Volpe with that back and forth shuffle at first base. But then he gets the final out. Caballero to right center field. Yes, panic time. Yes, your heart started beating through your chest as Wilyer Abreu, calf injury and all, races in front of the best center fielder in baseball, and Cedar Rafaela makes the catch, inning over. Then top of the 9th inning. Trevor Story reaches with a 2-out single. And the Red Sox had a lot of good 2-out at-bats during the night. Carlos Narvaez, we're going to mention him right here. 3 walks on the night for Carlos Narvaez against Max Fried. Worked that pitch count up throughout the course of the night. But Story a single with 2 outs in the 9th inning against David Bednar. Steals second, scores on a double by Bregman. 2-1 ball game. Now we're going to the bottom of the 9th. Top of the order, Goldschmidt, Judge, Bellinger. 5 pitches from Chapman, and he's in a heap of trouble. All sorts of trouble. 3 straight singles to load up the bases on just 5 pitches. But I think the at-bat of the night is Chapman striking out Stanton. That was the first out. Then Chisholm's retired on a pop-up to right field. Abreu makes the catch, fires towards the plate. The runner, Goldschmidt, stays at third. Then he comes back and strikes out Grisham, another left-handed batter. Alex Cora, A+, managing game one. You see all the previews and all the different things. Well, the Yankees have the advantage here, and the Red Sox have the advantage here, and the Yankees can hit the ball to the ballpark. Yeah, they hit a home run, a solo home run from Anthony Volpe. Crochet kept Judge in the ballpark. Crochet kept Stanton in the ballpark. Bellinger in the ballpark as well. The advantage the Red Sox have in this series is in the dugout. Like it or not, Alex Cora is a better manager than Aaron Boone. That's not hyperbole. That's just fact. All right? It's fact. And Alex Cora pushed all the right buttons. He really did. As the Red Sox get on the board in the 7th inning, and when you're down 1-0 to Max Fried through the first 6 innings, Fried and Crochet were both outstanding. Crochet goes into the 8th inning. He got the 2 outs in the 8th inning, gave way. You have Whitlock set up. You can bring Bednar back, but you got to Bednar. Story and Bregman got to him. Thank goodness. I really didn't want to come on this Locked On Red Sox postcast lambasting Story and Bregman. And they got the job done in the 9th inning. You knew when Story reached with that single of 2 outs in the 9th inning, he was running. Got the stolen base, then Bregman came through. I don't care how few RBIs Bregman had late August and all of September. No longer matters to me. The rearview mirror, that's where the regular season is. Now you're 1 win away from advancing to the American League Division Series. I would like to save the number of the night for the second segment. I'm going to do my best to do that. We'll see if I can, but it's a neat number. It really is. The Tigers, Red Sox, Cubs all winning. Reds, Dodgers as we speak in Los Angeles. The final game, day 1 of the Major League Baseball postseason. The calendar turns to October on Wednesday. But I'll tell you what, thank you, really, to Crochet and Fried, because they were both outstanding. And the Red Sox do pick up the victory. And again, I give Alex Cora a ton of credit. Rafaela had a great at-bat against Max Fried, in the 7th inning. As they went to the bullpen, Fried got that first out, and he ends up going 6 1/3. 3 walks, 6 strikeouts, got the out of Duran in the 7th inning. Weaver comes into the game, and Cedar Rafaela works the 1-out walk. That was a great job by Cedar Rafaela. Then Sogard the hustle double. Alex Cora goes to the bench. Masa Yoshida, the first left-handed bat off the bench. And I'm thinking as the conference is on the mound, please don't pull a Tyler O'Neill. I mentioned it last year, 2024, plenty of times. There'd be a conference on the mound. You knew Tyler O'Neill was going up there first pitch swinging. Most of the time, it was a flyout. Yoshida comes through with that base hit to make it 2-1. The air comes out of Yankee Stadium and all the energy into that third base dugout for the Red Sox. Up 2-1, win it 3-1, 1 win away from advancing to the next round against the Toronto Blue Jays. Love it. You've got 2 opportunities here. Brian Bello, I don't know how. I think I would have been down in the dumps. Down 0-1 in the series with Bello going tomorrow. Now, sky high. All the confidence in the world that Bello can go out there and do the job. Bello, it might be a short leash. Thanks to the fact that Crochet, 2 outs in the 8th inning. That's how far he went in this game. 7 2/3. Didn't have a lot of innings where he was in trouble. First inning, couple of base runners worked out of it. The home run to Volpe in the second. Yes, Crochet gave up his share of home runs during the regular season, but a lot of those were solo shots, just like Volpe's in the 2nd inning. After Volpe's base hit, he cruised. 17 in a row. Retired the side, Bellinger, Stanton, and Rosario on just 6 pitches in the 7th inning. And as he was mowing them down and throwing less and less pitches, and he ends up with 11 strikeouts, the Red Sox did a great job. They may not have scored against Fried, but they worked his pitch count. He was at 99 through 6. He was at 21 through the first 2 innings. Then all of a sudden, 3rd inning, Sogard a base hit, aggressive base running. 4th inning, I mentioned Narvaez, a 2-out walk, then Eaton, the bloop double down the right field line. Duran struck out, 0 for 12 at that point in his career against Max Fried. And then Fried came back and got him again. But the Red Sox battled in those innings. Refsnyder had a walk in the 5th inning with 2 down against Fried. Story a base hit. Bregman didn't come through. They left 2 runners on base. You slowly got that pitch count up there for Max Fried. And on the other side, as Crochet was working 1, 2, 3 innings, back-to-back in order. His pitch count, yeah, he was well over 100. That's why you backed him off. Well, he could have gone one more inning in July or August or September. This is where you really wanted him to be able to go to the 8th inning, and he rewarded Alex Cora, Red Sox Nation, and certainly his teammates as well. We hear from you, and I'm going to give you that great big number of the night when we continue Locked On Red Sox postcast. Red Sox come from behind, and they pick up the victory in Game 1 against the New York Yankees in the Bronx. And our Locked On Red Sox postcast, postseason edition for the first time, is presented by Nutrafol. You've probably seen a million ads for hair growth products and thought, sure, like they actually work. Sarcasm there intended, right? There are so many products out there, and it's hard to know which ones actually are doing anything for you. That's why you should give Nutrafol a closer look. Nutrafol is the #1 dermatologist-recommended hair growth supplement brand trusted by over 1.5 million people. And now Nutrafol is the official hair growth partner of Major League Baseball. You can feel great about what you're putting into your body since Nutrafol hair growth supplements are backed by peer-reviewed studies and NSF content certified, the gold standard in third-party certification for supplements. You may soon notice when you use Nutrafol, less shedding, healthier-looking hair, whether you're at work, out with friends, or even just getting ready in the morning. Nutrafol is going to give you more confidence in your daily routine. You're going to love the fact that Nutrafol is simple to add to that routine and to your day. 4 pills with a meal, no prescription needed, easy. And you can feel good about it knowing Nutrafol is NSF certified and backed by peer-reviewed studies. See thicker, stronger, faster-growing hair with less shedding in 3 to 6 months with Nutrafol. For a limited time, Nutrafol is offering our listeners $10 off on your first month subscription and free shipping when you go to Nutrafol.com and enter promo code LOCKEDONMLB. Find out why Nutrafol is the best-selling hair growth supplement brand at Nutrafol.com. Spelled out Nutrafol.com, promo code LOCKEDONMLB. That's Nutrafol.com, promo code LOCKEDONMLB. Locked On Red Sox postcast, postseason edition, also presented by FanDuel. The NFL season is here, and FanDuel has an offer you do not want to miss. Right now, new customers can bet just $5 and get $300 in bonus bets if you win. That's right. Pick a bet, put down $5, and if it hits, you'll unlock $300 in bonus bets to use across the FanDuel app. You're going to love how FanDuel gives you so many ways to play. You can build parlays, try player props, and even follow the live lines during games. It makes watching football even more exciting when you've got a little bit more something riding on the action. Whether you're a casual fan or love diving into the stats, FanDuel makes the game day experience so much better. So, what are you waiting for? Visit FanDuel.com, that's FanDuel.com, to download the FanDuel app today and get started. Right here is a great time to let you know as well, to remind you that Gabby Maljanyan hits on the Red Sox postseason storylines and has you covered with Locked On Red Sox podcast. Her next one, I'm sure, is going to drop Wednesday before Game 2. Gabby has you covered. Locked On Red Sox podcast, Monday through Friday, available wherever you get your podcasts. Number of the night, I'm giddy on this one, because this best 2 out of 3 wild card round dates only back to 2022. Okay? So, simple enough. Team that wins Game 1 of the wild card series, well, the Tigers, Red Sox, and the Cubs winning at Wrigley over the Padres Tuesday afternoon, they're all in really good shape. Teams that have won Game 1 of a wild card series since this best 2 out of 3 wild card round got underway in 2022, 12-0. 12-0. 8 of the 12 road teams have won the wild card series over the last 3 seasons, 22, 23, and 24. And 10 of the previous 12 have been sweeps. So that could put the Red Sox in a very good position. Now, that's all in the past. The Red Sox, this is different. This is a quick 3-game series. And you know what? I like it a lot. I love the fact that this is best 2 out of 3. You can't make it 3 out of 5. Because you've got 4 teams who got the byes in the American League and National League waiting in the wings. Red Sox win this series against the Yankees, they're off to Toronto. And understand here, too, the Red Sox could play Say they win this in 2. Then they have Toronto for the ALDS. That's best 3 out of 5. First 2 are going to be in Toronto. So it's possible the Red Sox play their first 4, or maybe even their first 5 if this goes all the way to a third game Thursday night. We'll see how that plays out. Now, the news did come down on Monday. Lucas Giolito is not on the playoff roster right now. I don't know if he's going to be there for the ALDS. I don't know if he would be there for the League Championship Series or the World Series. It's something in his elbow. Apparently, there's no structural damage. He actually took a trip, I believe it was to Alabama, for his surgeon on Monday. He's not going to be available for Game 3. So you're in a must-win situation as the Yankees tomorrow, and you can clinch this series in advance. If you're the Red Sox, you want to win in 2. You want this series over. Then you go from there. You get the extra rest. You push back those starters. And then you're going to have to ride Crochet. I mean, I don't know if Dustin May's available down the road or not. Alex Cora is talking to the media right now on Nesson, if you're so inclined. But, yeah, that's a tough one. But you see how it plays out for the Red Sox. Let's hear from you, our Royal Rooters. Who is our leadoff hitter? We do have to go fast. I'm going to tell you that right off the top. All right, Patrick is in. That final inning probably took 3 years off my life. 3? We're going 3, Patrick? I was going to say, I opened with a couple of days, maybe a couple of months, maybe a year. 3 years off our lives? I don't want to say it was worth it, but that was a lot of fun to watch. Fried and Crochet gave us exactly what we wanted at the start of the day, at the start of action. How about the 6 o'clock start time, just after 6 p.m. Eastern? I liked it. George, our number 2 hitter. Awesome game. Scared the heck out of me with bases loaded, no outs, and Chappie came through. He did. But boy, oh boy. That's his first 4-out save of the season. Karl Ravech had it on ESPN TV back in July. I believe it was July 23rd at Philadelphia. Got 4 outs, but a blown save too. So his first time, and just like Crochet, he could have gone 7 here. It's only July. Well, he went 6. Yeah, but he went 7 2/3 in his first career postseason start with the Red Sox, and overall for his career. Appearances in relief 2020 and 2021 for the White Sox. But again, those were out of the bullpen. So his first career start in the postseason, and he gets the victory. But Chapman, there were times where, hey, why can't he get the final out in the 8th inning? It was a little dicey. 3 on, nobody out, 2-run lead. And did you think, even when Judge got the base hit, I'm like, oh, boy, winning runs down scoring position. I'm like, no, they just got to run in the top of the 9th inning. It's a 3-1 ball game. You had a little cushion there. Bases loaded, nobody out. Stanton strikes out. Chisholm pops out. Grisham strikes out. Ball game over. Adam Baum, we couldn't live without, Tessie. You're the only. Adam Baum. Christian, the 3 off-season acquisitions came through. Christian, great point. Crochet, Bregman in the top of the 9th inning. Chapman got the final out in the 8th and the 3 outs in the 9th inning. Yeah, I thought about it earlier in the day, as this series, again, could be over Thursday now. Red Sox could end it in 2. Yankees are going to try to extend it to 3. Bello and Rodon. You're going to see Sogard in the lineup. You're going to see Eaton in the lineup. And guess what? Those guys came through. They really did. Could you put Romy Gonzalez in the leadoff spot and Refsnyder 4th? Maybe. Maybe in game 2. But Christian, great point. Love it. Allie Bats checking in. Crochet Chapman combo will forever call the laser pig. Let's go Red Sox. Nice. Urban Human checking in. All your sins are forgiven, Masa. Yeah, baseball is a game to redeem yourself, right? Yeah. Again, and I said it. At some point, Connor Wong, who may be behind the plate for Bello in game 2 on Wednesday night. Connor Wong going to hit a home run in the postseason after not homering at all in the regular season? Lou Merlone would love it. He'll jump out of a seat in the WEEI Red Sox radio booth. That'd be interesting. Yes, Urban Human, we got you. Kenneth, woo, Cora played the matchups well tonight. Cora gets an A+. Parquet Poppy, hands up. That was an Alex Cora masterclass. Parquet Poppy, you could remind me, possibly, you weren't always the biggest fan in the world of Alex Cora, but that's okay. You are now. Bruce, solid game across the board. Above solid, you came away with a victory in game 1 of a playoff series on the road. Joe, I love that dirty water. Honestly, don't mind how far we go in the playoffs, but we can take out the Stanks. That's Yanks, major bonus. Joe, I think you're along with a lot of people. You get by the Yankees, though. Best 3 out of 5 against the Blue Jays. Yeah, you're playing with gravy, I think. But, man, wouldn't it be great to get to the ALCS? Joey, finally clutch hitting. Wow, it's a concept. The Red Sox can do it. What an incredible game, go Sox. Christopher, Sogard was so good tonight. It's always the utility men that rise up in the postseason. Well said. Parquet Poppy, Japanese legend and national hero Masataka Yoshida, never a doubt. Well, maybe a little doubt, but again, he did come through in a big way. And great to see, right? Has scuffled this year. Teammates right there with him, coming up big. 2-1 ball game with his pinch hit, 2-run single, and his teammates were all over it. Yoshida actually absolutely came through. Christopher, Boone does Boone things again with his bullpen management. Yeah, again, I think the Red Sox absolutely have the advantage here. Joey, trying to give me a heart attack. OMG, that game was huge. It's not over yet. It's not over yet. Cool, genuine Phil, that was massive. It is. But again, it's not over yet. Scott, you're going to be our last one. Off to a great start. Yoshida comes through in the clutch. The bottom of the 9th had me sweating bullets, Steve. My blood pressure is slowly returning to normal now. All right, we got to do something here because basically Patrick started us off with it took that 9th, 8th, and 9th, and he took 3 years off his life. We don't want that. We don't want that. We want a victory, though, right? Get through this one. Hey, we're back at it. Game 2, Bello, Rodon. I think you can get to Rodon early. And Rodon's one of those guys, if you don't get to him early, he can easily work into the 6th and 7th innings. You get to him early, you get some base runners on, you put a couple of runs across early, it's going to get that tight for the Yankees because they're 1 loss away from moving on to their offseason and those long honey-do lists. We're going to be on within minutes of the final out. Game 2 of the American League Wild Card Series between the Yankees and Red Sox from the Bronx. Hopefully we're talking about a Red Sox victory and moving on to the next round to face the Toronto Blue Jays. As always, we do thank you, our Royal Rooters, for helping us make this the number 1 place to hang out immediately after every game. Tip the cap to FanDuel and Nutrafol as well. Supporting our sponsors is supporting us with Locked On Sports. Locked On Podcast Network, Locked On, your team, your winning Red Sox every day.